Hey, what's up? It's Bon, and today I'm going to talk about the remaining N7-day Mass Effect Next mysteries. While the true mystery may be, when the game's gonna come out, we will talk about that another time because that might be depressing. So, what I do want to talk about is how Mike Gamble has hinted multiple times, especially recently in the last week, that there's still things to discover about not only about the most recent N7 day, but previous ones as well. So let's start off with Mike Gamble's tweets. Okay, so right here we have a tweet by Blaze the Catman at CatLoverman1. I love Twitter. It says, distorted voices in this part of the trailer have been driving me crazy. What are they saying exactly? Nobody ever talks about this that much. And what follows is a clip from the Mass Effect the Game Awards trailer from 2020 when the next game was essentially revealed and confirmed to be in development. And to the response of that, Mike Gamble says, yeah, we spent days carefully crafting all the secrets within it. Maybe one day we'll decode. And we'll come back to this because I've done a little bit of work on this and maybe figured some stuff out, or maybe some other people did. The other tweet I want to show is kind of unprovoked. Mike Gamble on N7 Day this year posted Parish Lay, who's the director of the franchise, is the former trilogy cinematics director. Says they still haven't found the other part, the one I was afraid of them finding. Woo. I'm presuming there's something left in either the little 30-second trailer or in that poster that was released that we haven't figured out. Maybe in the blog, but we don't know. But we can take a look at it here in a moment. Now, going back to the 2020 trailer, what is interesting about it is it's this segment here, which I will play, and you can give me your thoughts on it.
Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact. Do not be reading from space.
So what people are talking about when they say there's maybe something there is if you start at about the 50-second mark and you listen, there is some very clear words before this, but here you hear like a feminine voice kind of mumble something, and then a more masculine voice say something in return. And to this day, no one's ever completely broke this code. So let's listen to it one more time.
We've lost contact. Do not be reading from space.
So a lot of people think that that's probably one of the remaining mysteries, and likely the one that Gamble's talking about when it comes to this trailer. I have done a little bit of work, but I was inspired by someone else who also thought that this was interesting. And I'll read their post here from the Mass Effect subreddit. It is user Ritual Device. And they say, I'm not sure if anyone else has done this, but trying to decode the section after we've lost contact. This is talking about the 2020 trailer that we just watched. Around the 52-second mark, we get a female voice. They say Liara. It's hard to tell. And it probably isn't Liara because, as we've heard from multiple N7 Day panels, Ali Hillis, who's the voice of Liara, didn't even know that 2020 trailer was gonna happen until it was released. So she would have known, unless it's old lines that they're reusing, which I don't think it is, because at least this user believes this is what is being said. So the feminine voice saying anomaly readings across or occurred in catalytic space, followed by a male's voice saying we're or you're, describing the wormholes. They go on to say, give it a listen and tell me what you think, if this could be correct or if I'm just doing a Laurel Yanny thing. This could be a way to bring all three endings into the same narrative by bringing a fracturing of space-time around the Citadel. Maybe those three endings exist simultaneously. They are unstable and collapse into one. So I actually don't agree with any of that stuff. I'm more talking about what that they think that the individuals are saying, and wormholes are a thing where I actually don't think that gets into multiverse stuff or anything. What I'm assuming, if there is mention of wormholes in this, is, we're all looking for a way that the Andromeda and the Milky Way universes and storylines could both work. How this game could be a direct sequel to both games in some capacity, and that's one of them. So I actually did some of my own work into this, where I took that clip, I broke it down to just audio. I got rid of the background noise, and then I tried to kind of boost the voices, and I, to be totally honest, didn't get very far. What I did get, and I will show you right here, is this. And what this is this top line here is just the audio, and I ran it through a subtitle generator. And then the bottom one here is the same clip, but with the background noise removed. I used it's actually a karaoke tool that removes music in the lyrics. It separates them because you're supposed to be able to use the music for karaoke machines and then get rid of the lyrics. Well, I did the opposite and kept the words from that sound clip and got rid of the music. So on my side, all that this subtitle generator on both of these picked up was "do not be," that's the feminine voice, and "anomaly meeting across space," which was, I believe this part is still the feminine voice. Nothing I found, including my own ears, could figure out anything with the more masculine voice that speaks afterwards. So to a point, a little bit of a nothing burger, but still interesting. It does corroborate a little bit what the other individual said that they're picking up, which is them literally just listening. I'm just not technically savvy enough to go deeper into that. So if anyone who watches this is more into that world, I would be happy to make videos about anything you can discover that I haven't. Now, the other part here is how Gamble talked about how people have missed something, presumably from the new trailer. And so I'll kind of play that here in the background. And it could be the trailer, it could be the poster, like I said before, it could even be the blog that we've missed something from. If you want to be honest, what I think there's a high likelihood that we've missed is something in the background of this trailer. As this individual is walking down this hallway, we see these windows in the background. This appears to be on some kind of structure or on a planet, but something tells me that there's something we're missing here in the background. I, at this point, believe that this may be on the Citadel, because it looks like out this window you're seeing a ton of structures that's very reminiscent of how built up the Citadel is, and all of that. Now, maybe it's something else. Maybe we're missing something else entirely. Maybe it's something outside of this window or this doorway here. I don't know. Obviously, we also have the infamous, I guess, at this point, poster that has that same figure in this more stylized presentation. There are people that call it Elizabeth, have talked a lot about this kind of shape, kind of resembling the old Paragon symbol. I do think this is interesting because I think the very abrupt lines here, I assume there's some symbolism in here in some capacity. And then obviously when we pull up this image, that's the zoomed in part of the of that poster. There's all kinds of stuff to break down here, to the point where people have even noticed things like This Turian over here having a visor like Garrus, and as far as we've ever seen, only I believe it was Vetra and Garrus are the only two Turians we've ever seen with those, and so people are seeing things there, hoping that's Garrus. There's jewelry on this Hanar. There's a Geth in clothes. There's probably a Angaran over here. There's a very chunky Volus. There's a gigantic Solarian, or maybe other species right here, and there's even people who have seen, and I honestly think this is such a fun little theory, that this right here, this person with a hat on, is Joker, and that this presumably little feminine figure here is Edie. And what's interesting about that theory, in my opinion, is that it presumes that, and I've seen this theory actually before all of this, that people think that this image may even be the afterlife, but not the bar, as in like just a dedication to people we've lost throughout the franchise. That's a different video for a different day. I don't know what to make of the secrets that are left. I don't doubt that there's things left in there. Now, it could be a thing where nothing that's been left is really significant, and it's Gamble just kind of poking at us and seeing, if we'll spend a bunch more time being involved in the marketing that they've so, carefully planned and put out there, especially if, and we're getting back to this issue, which I'll address again in another video, if this game is coming 3 or 4 years from now, that's one thing. If this game isn't coming for 5, 6, 7 years from now, you're getting into an entirely different conversation of, even people like myself basically wasting their time, really getting into this stuff, at least if you're doing it for any reason other than just fun, which is why I do this stuff. But some people, it's a more serious thing to them. So if you have found anything or noticed anything, or think that you have gotten any clues or hints that myself and the other content creators and fans have missed, please let me know. Do it down in the comments. Hit me up over at Twitter at Bondiesel. Get in my Discord and talk about it there. I'm very curious, because what I think probably happens in these situations a lot is that people who don't do things like make videos and stuff like that are probably the ones who actually figure this stuff out. But if they never have anyone to tell, then no one ever finds out. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. I'd be very curious to hear you out. If you like Mass Effect, if you want more Mass Effect videos, especially coverage of the next game and any BioWare updates or news that happen to drop, subscribe to the channel. I talk about this stuff all the time, as well as other gaming news and reviews and speculation and so on. You can find me all over the internet as Bondiesel. You can check out my weekly gaming news podcast, The Bonfire, or my Mass Effect Hypecast, which is on all podcast platforms and right here on this YouTube channel. That's all I have for this one, so until next time.